Welcome to my all 22 film room from Colts Law. I'm Lawrence Owen, and today we are going to go over rookie free safety out of Utah for the Indianapolis Colts, Julian Blackmon, a guy who wasn't even supposed to play early on in the season because of an ACL tear he suffered in December the previous year. Less than 9 months later, he was the starting free safety, pushed into the starting role because of a torn Achilles tendon by the starter, Malik Hooker. And he came out and just started balling right out from the gate. And we're going to go ahead and get down into the actual film of Julian Blackmon and see exactly what he brings to the safety position for the Indianapolis Colts in his rookie season. Let's get to it. Julian Blackmon was thrust into the NFL after just 9 months after his ACL surgery. Why was that? Well, simple. This is early in the second quarter, week 2, against the Minnesota Vikings, and Malik Hooker tears his Achilles tendon and thrusts Julian Blackmon, who was expected to be just depth as a rookie behind Hooker and Khari Willis, thrusts him into the starting position. And on this play, it didn't take but just 2 plays after he came in to immediately show an impact in the deep secondary. Let's watch this play and break it down. All right, so first and foremost, it is 3rd and 19. Blackmon playing over here. Now, he is a free safety. Khari Willis is a strong safety, but they're flipped right now. They are flipped. Khari's playing the strong side. Now, let's see. You're going to have Alexander Madison come up and go right towards Julian Blackmon to test the rookie early. And they're going to get some good blocks right off the bat, the Minnesota, because quite frankly, 3rd and 19, deep in your own territory, they're expecting the pass. So when playing the run, they get some good blocks. They weren't ready for it. Let's watch what happens here. Quite frankly, they block off Justin Houston. They block off Darius Leonard. And it's one-on-one against Julian Blackmon. Nice big hole right up the middle. As you see, you got blockers coming up. Bam. Gets a hold of Houston. Bam. There's Leonard. One-on-one. Madison goes to completely leap over Julian Blackmon. And it looks like this is about to be a monster play. Look, there's no one behind him. If he successfully makes this leap, he is Gandhi. He is all the way to the end zone for a touchdown, at least a first down, right? He'll pick up that first down, that 19 yards. And Blackmon goes low like you're supposed to stop a running backs as a safety. Notices there's no feet there. So what does he do? Immediately stands right up, grabs that leg, and drops him like a hot bag of potatoes. Oh my goodness. That was so great. Wow. That's how you make an impact right away and tell somebody, hey, I'm not anyone to be messed with, right? Julian Blackmon says, no, you ain't doing that to me. Not today. This is a nice run play. Great job recognizing things by Alexander Madison. But this play right here, just great. Stood straight up, wrapped that leg, and dropped him. That shows you he has good instincts and reflexes to make a play when it's needed. And those instincts and reflexes will come in later on. Let's check out the next play. All right, so Julian Blackmon makes his name well known in the very first game that he plays against the Minnesota Vikings. He absolutely studs it in this game. He makes play after play after play, and quite frankly, he makes Colts fans ecstatic that he's in, because Malik Hooker wasn't making these plays when he was starting this season in the 1 1/4 games that he played. And Julian Blackmon made more plays in 3 quarters than what Malik Hooker did in 5. Now on this play, it's pretty simple. What you have here is a cover 2, deep zone. You got Julian Blackmon in the deep. You got Khari Willis in the deep. All right. Now, here's Irv Smith Jr. He's just going to run a straight go route. And it's going to be up to Julian Blackmon because he's going to come right through his area. It's going to be up to Julian Blackmon to make this an incomplete pass, to make a play on it. And when you're playing zone, your responsibility is make sure that no one bursts by you. Make everyone catch in front of you and then come up, make the tackle, try to make a play on the ball. Well, let's watch how Julian Blackmon does this. All right, here's Irv Smith. Here's Julian Blackmon. Irv Smith takes off immediately, gets around, straight up the field. Blackmon sees him. He's like, all right, this is my guy, this is my guy. There's the throw. Blackmon breaks on it. Irv Smith goes up, has the completion. Bam! Ball gets knocked out. Beautifully done. That was a beautiful timed hit and beautifully done hit. I mean, this textbook. Watch what happens as this ball is thrown. It's a little high, so Irv Smith has to go up high to catch this football. But he's got it. Both hands on the football. Blackmon right here, closing in quickly. As he comes down, his helmet, first off, he leads with the shoulder. Shoulder hits the body first. Helmet hits the elbow that's holding the football. Textbook. What's that do? It jerks that arm hard, forcing the football out of the arm. Incomplete pass. If Willis was just a quarter second later, he probably could have caught the football as it was falling down to the ground, and it would have been an interception. That is an absolute great play to pass break up on a deep route near midfield, down the field, against a tight end. So that tells you, as a free safety, he's not afraid to take on tight ends. All right, and tight ends are big dudes and usually have all the leverage when it comes to size and reach. But Blackmon has no problem taking them on and laying the hit to force incompletions. This play shows the athleticism of both of the Colts safeties, Khari Willis and Julian Blackmon. Now, Julian Blackmon comes out of his zone, and technically he shouldn't have, because there was a chance for a big play in the area that he left. But because he did, this ends up being a tip interception. And it's just a wonderful play by both these safeties. Let's go ahead and break it down, see exactly how this interception return came to be. Now, first off, what we're going to have, we got Khari Willis up here. We got Julian Blackmon right here. This is a zone right here. As you see, you have a Dalvin Cook play action. Watch Khari Willis. Watch Khari. He bites on this play action. And because he bites on the play action, you have a post route right here that's going right into the area that is vacated because Khari Willis bit on the play action. Now, Khari does an absolute fantastic job of recovering from that and turning around and sprinting downfield to get back to his zone to make sure, oh crap, my zone has been emptied. Blackmon, though, stepping back, watches, sees him, but he's not watching the other guy right here. He's not watching the other guy. And he's got another guy that's getting ready to come across, but he notices, hey, this guy's getting ready. As soon as he makes his break on this post route, he's like, oh crap, Corey might not be able to get back into position if he's, making a good run, but Corey's sprinting. Corey does a good job getting back into position on here. But because Blackmon turns, had Kirk Cousins notice that Blackmon took off at the last second, he had this in route right here open. All he had to do was just drop this baby right here, where this whole area here was going to be vacated. And he could have had a big play right around the 45, 46 yard line on the crossing pattern. But he doesn't. He winds up and launches this ball deep. Now you see what I'm talking about with the whole, he had this open right here, right across the middle. Now he launches this ball deep. Here comes Blackmon. He's got bead. He's got a lot of speed. Corey Willis closes immediately. Look at that. He's already in position to make a play on the ball because of how big of an arc Kirk Cousins put on this ball. But he sees, hey, Blackmon is coming in. He's got an angle. He's watching it. He's watching the football. He sees this. So he realizes it, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to change. This is no longer my defense. I'm going to play tip drill. Because Blackmon's got the angle, because as the ball's coming in, you see Willis just slipping behind the receiver because Blackmon's going to cut in front to try to make this interception. He jumps up, just overplays just a little bit, but because these two guys knew how to work together, Willis, going into the tip drill, gets that interception for a nice long return. Great play by both these guys. I got a feeling that these two guys are going to absolutely be studs later on next season, because this was Corey Willis' second season and Julian Blackmon's rookie season. And these guys are absolutely playing outstanding football at the safety position. Now, as you see, ball's coming in. Blackmon, Willis sees it. I can't believe Blackmon actually closed in on this as fast as he did against Adam Thielen. But he goes up. See how he didn't slow down enough. He did not slow down enough. Otherwise, he'd have had this interception. But he overplays it. He jumps right here. He overplays it. Gets behind him. But he got his hands on the football, which was, what all Corey was hoping for. Get his hands on the football, tip the ball. That way Corey, because he set himself up for success, was able to snag the football and go the other way. Julian Blackmon, Corey Willis already have an absolute fantastic mental connection on how to play and use each other's talents to the best of the ability of the other player. And I'm excited to see how they're going to play in the 2021 season with one more year experience between the two. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please take a moment, smash that like button, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you're notified next time I go live or upload a video. I go live once a week, at least 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday. And I upload videos all the time for the entire NFL. So please, give me a follow, smash that like button, and until next time, have a good one. Now, the problem is a lot of people believe that, tipped interceptions are just luck. And it's not. Tipped interceptions are not luck nearly as much as what you think. It has a lot to do with setting yourself for success in the first place. Realizing the situation and putting yourself in a position to make a play if it happens to go that way. And we already seen that once with Corey Willis on the previous clip. And this time, Julian Blackmon does exactly the same thing. He sets himself up for success. Why is that? Well, let's watch this at a different angle. Because if you watch, the receiver is actually covered behind by Kenny Moore. And then on the other side, you got Khari Willis. So, legitimately, Julian Blackmon knows, hey, if this ball's thrown behind him, if this ball's thrown behind the receiver, Kenny Moore's got it. If he catches the ball, Khari Willis is going to light him up as he comes down with it. And if this ball is tipped, he put himself in a position to make a play on a tipped pass. He knows he don't have to run up and make a tackle. So he puts himself right in line with the pass itself to make the catch if it's tipped. That's why a lot of your tipped interceptions aren't necessarily luck, because the player put themselves in a position to make a play just in case something like this happens. Julian Blackmon does so, gets the ball. Love how he falls down to his back to make sure there's no question it was an interception. Rolls up onto his feet and takes off for extra yardage. This was an absolute wonderful heads-up play by Julian Blackmon, setting himself up, like I said, for the interception, because he knew he didn't have to be all up in the grill of the receiver to make the hit, because there was already players there to do that. 46 seconds left in the game against the Cincinnati Bengals. That's right, 46 seconds. And the Indianapolis Colts are doing something to a rookie quarterback that most defenses will do, and that is disguise coverage. And they do a fantastic job at disguising coverage, because in this situation, you need multiple players, defensive backs and linebackers, to know other players' positions as well. Because if you look right now, like I said, Cincinnati has 2 timeouts, 46 seconds. They're down by 4. They need to get 35 yards for a touchdown. And the Colts are showing man coverage in a cover 1. Why are they showing that? Right here, Khari Willis, who's supposed to be the strong safety back here, is up here lined up directly across from the running back. That's showing man coverage. There is no way that when this ball is snapped, if this is cover 2 or cover 3, that he's going to be able to get all the way back here while Blackmon moves over a little bit, right? No way. So that can't happen on cover 2. What Burrow doesn't realize is you got other guys here that's going to drop back. And Khari and Bobby Okereke are going to drop back into the 2 short zones. Let's watch the play as it develops. This is beautiful. And Julian Blackmon makes an absolute fantastic, athletic interception to seal this game. Oh, wow. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Now, as you see, as the ball is snapped, look at this. It looks like a 6-man blitz, right? 6-man blitz, maybe 7, because Khari is creeping up. So it looks like only 4 defenders, man coverage, right? No. As soon as that ball is snapped, look, Willis is right here in the middle of the field. Bobby Okereke is backpedaling as well. You got guys playing deep zone immediately. But it looks like because of the scheme that they showed, Tyler Boyd is going to get this post route. He should be open because Willis should be here. Or not Willis, I'm sorry. Julian Blackmon should be here. But he moved over. This messes up Joe Burrow. He throws the football thinking, okay, I got room here. I'm going to hit Boyd right here. Hopefully, Julian Blackmon isn't fast enough to make a play on the football. Julian Blackmon's not only fast enough, but does a fantastic job of undercutting. Intercepted. Game over. Game over. This is beautifully done. Watch this. Watch this interception. That is unreal. Look at that. If he does not make this pick, Boyd catches this football and it's gone. Gone. Blackmon takes the initiative, becomes aggressive, gets the interception, right in front of him, having all kind of confidence in his abilities to catch his football. Ends the drive. He gets hit. What's he do as he falls? He tucks that football in his arms, rolls over to his back to make sure there's absolutely no way he fumbles it, and ends the drive and the hopes of the Cincinnati Bengals to make a comeback to win this game. This is beautifully done by all the players on the Colts defense. Great play by Matt Eberflus. Excellently done execution-wise by the players, being able to hide what they were actually doing, and the execution was flawless. One of the scariest running backs to defend in the NFL, Derrick Henry. I mean, he's got 2,000 yards this year, and when you're a defensive back, when you've got a guy that's basically a defensive end coming at you, it's tough to tackle. There's only one way to make sure you get him. You got to get him before he gets rolling and tackle him low. And Julian Blackmon does a fantastic job here. In this game, he had 4 tackles for loss in this game against Derrick Henry. And here he shows exactly how you do that. First off, let's watch Julian Blackmon, who's back, looks like cover 2 zone. He slowly, as the play is developing, begins creeping up on the line of scrimmage. Slowly creeps up. As the ball's hiked, he immediately takes off, shoots the gap, and runs directly for Henry's legs. That you can't textbook tackle better than that. That is absolutely beautiful. All right. And you watch him up here at the top. He's waiting. And he's trying not to sell it too early. See, he keeps up, back. He's making them guess. Tannehill thinks that he's trying to. The reason why he keeps going back and forth is to not give away the fact that he's run blitzing here, so that Tannehill doesn't, audible out of this run play. Well, he does a good job because he creeps up at the last second as this ball is getting ready to be snapped. Right here, right into it. And he watches these linemen and immediately goes for the hole. He pressures right up the gut, and instead of going high against Derrick Henry, which you're going to lose every time if you go high because Derrick Henry will just stiff arm you straight to the ground, he dives straight at the legs. Right at the legs. Wraps up. Beautifully done. Does a little twist on the knee and ankle. Henry goes down, 4-yard loss. That is textbook. And when you have a free safety, this isn't your box safety. This is a free safety. This is the guy that's expected to make plays in the passing game. When you have a free safety who can run downhill and tackle Derrick Henry for a 4-yard loss, you know you've got something special. Week 11, the Indianapolis Colts defeated the Green Bay Packers. All right, in overtime. And it all ended because of this play. This was the play that turned it in overtime. It was a fumble by Marquez Scantling. And, man, this was done. A lot was made of Valdez Scantling fumbling this football because he didn't have it tucked properly. But let's give credit to where credit is due, because quite frankly, he wouldn't have made this fumble because he didn't expect to be hit behind both the blockers. It was 2 blockers versus 1 defender. There's the throw. You got 2 blockers against a free safety. Scantling should be able to catch this ball and go. All right? Whether it's going this way or going this way, doesn't matter. He should be able to. He should not expect to have to deal with this guy, this one free safety. But he does, because he splits the defenders, reaches out, and swats the football. Are you kidding me? Playmakers find a way to make plays when they are absolutely needed at the most. And Julian Blackmon's able to do that. Watch this play here. This is freaking fantastic. Oh my goodness. He should be blocked out right here. There's no way he should get through this. And yet he does. He splits the defenders, reaches out with that hand. See, he's got it tucked. They say, oh, he ain't got it tucked. He gets knocked out by Julian Blackmon, forces the fumble, which is then recovered. Bam! By the big guy. And the Colts have the football in their own field goal range. Why? Because Julian Blackmon makes plays when it's time to make those plays. You already seen once. Julian Blackmon did it against the Cincinnati Bengals with that interception, that key interception, and here he forces a fumble in overtime against the number 1 seed in the NFC. So as you can see, the Colts did take a chance on a mid-round pick on an injured player. Let's not forget, he played his first 3 seasons in college as a cornerback. And as a senior, he played safety. Very odd. And then at the end of that season of playing safety, he had that ACL tear and the surgery. And yet, somehow, was able to come out of that being better off than what many expected. With the loss of Malik Hooker and being that Hooker has been injury prone over the course of his 4 years being with the Indianapolis Colts, the Colts now have a very good option at free safety, and they're not in a pinch to have to re-sign Hooker now that Blackmon has stepped up and shown to be that playmaker at free safety that the Indianapolis Colts defense needed drastically. Thank you so much for watching my film room breakdown of Colts rookie free safety Julian Blackmon here on Colts Law. I'm Lawrence Owen, and as usual, I want you to have a good one.
Just because a player's not a household name doesn't mean we can't make him a household name.